Well, old Merc's son, he loves these motors. Old Mercury 115, brown stripe from the 80s. It's on a Procraft, so probably 80 something Procraft. And doing a job for a guy, he got this boat given to him, so he's kind of like, just get it going, and he wants to add lights on the side. It's gonna be a good job for me. But obviously it's got some age on it. Got a bad battery. Had to go get a battery. The shift linkage was off. At some point I'm gonna do a video on that, because it's a thing, a little bit of a thing. We got some gnats looking things. Hope that guy didn't. Anyway, so yeah, it wasn't shifting, and the shift cable was off. Luckily, they had the parts still here. Somebody took it off for whatever reason. But the remote is, it's okay. I've got it apart right now because I needed it. It's this switch, I wasn't sure, I uncovered that this was taken off, and somebody made a repair there, which is probably okay, and maybe I get the tape off this, but I kind of think these two wires probably need to be fixed, and I can't get this off because of that bolt, and there's a bolt down there. Usually these just, what you got is this separates, that plastic separates. This usually come off, and usually you can pull enough slack, but it's something they added and this wire here, and I can't get any more slack in there. But normally this comes off, and then the plastic is what's mounted to the fiberglass, and it's not, and it's loose, but I mean it works, and I could maybe, I don't know, it's, I could go with like a sawzall or something. I could pry it out and I could cut it off, but it's one of those things I want to get it functional. But you take a screw out of the bottom of here, so I got it in reverse right now, so it's tilted up, like that or so. But and then I just, once you get that out, you don't even take it all the way out, but I did. And then usually you can just pull these off, and there's enough slack in here. You see, they routed it there, and then there's this line, which was really a ground line, and that's coming up to here, and it wasn't being used, but it looks pretty bad. That was like another wire that came out, but anyway, it works now, but my battery's real low. It kind of goes, anyway. But I think, see, this doesn't have enough length, so I'm going to just cut this off, like here and here, and then I'm just going to add a little line into it. I got some white line in there, and probably take this one apart too, or maybe not. I mean, it is working, so if I make the one repair, do I do the other two? And I think I might do that. Just see how much they just don't have a lot. See, like, that's just gonna pull right off. So I'll take a picture with my phone, and then I think I'll cut all these like right here, and then I'll cut them all back even here, just to add in some line. It's kind of a pain because I won't mess with this one up here. Maybe I'll put some shrink wrap over it because it's working. It's awful No reason to put another connector in there, but I will seal it and get some shrink wrap put on that. So I'm going to do that fix, and then maybe later I'm going to go get a battery. And this remote, you know, they got enough line to plug in. And I'm guessing they ran, you know, the lines off this for the key and the gauges. Almost act like it had a shock. But that's fine. And then, you know, these had a key that went in here, but they've got a key up here. So I need to check that. But I want to get this repaired first. Since I can't get this off, if the key is already up there, I don't see any reason to reinvent the wheel. I can get a rubber grommet and put over that hole, and I can get that at Lowe's. And this is just a cap. It should pop right off. I've got another key if I need another Mercury switch if I need it. But he's got another gauge he wants to put like right here that I got in the garage. So I'm gonna have to cut some sort of template and drop that dude in there. So hopefully that all works out. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of a thing to wire us all up. So it'd be a good job, but I just want to show that.
I